Hey, what's up, Superdad? So I'm going to show you 3 anywhere isometrics that really are basically going to work everything in your upper body. And again, you can do these basically anywhere. That's why I'm calling them anywhere isometrics. These are 3 ones that I've discovered through just playing with isometric training, and I really like them. I really like how they combine. And let's get into it. So the first one, we're going to be hitting there's a bit of biceps in it, there's a bit of front delt in it, front of your shoulder in it. This is for your pecs, okay, your chest, and particularly for your upper chest. What you need to do this one is a corner. Now you can do it on a flat wall, that will work, but if you have a corner, like a 90-degree corner like this, that is absolutely perfect. Now, it's not ideal to have to film it like this, because obviously you only see one side of my body, but hopefully you get the idea. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take the palms of your hands, fingers facing down, you're gonna press them against the wall right around like this. Okay, now I'm about 2 fists away from the wall here, and then all I'm going to do is essentially a low to high cable fly or cable raise sort of deal. Okay, but I'm going to be doing that isometrically against the wall. So squeeze your butts, squeeze your glutes, push into the wall a little bit, and then you are okay. Now you should feel an intense contraction in your chest when you do this one. I really like this. I'll do it all sorts of times. Again, you can do it on a flat wall like this, but that tends to be more of a raise and less of a squeeze into the middle, so the contraction isn't quite as good in my experience, but still you can make it work. Okay, let's move on. Okay, here's your number 2, anywhere isometric. This one really is anywhere, as will be the number 3. Okay, for this one, you're going to be using your own body. So I want you to interlock your fingers like this and keep your fingers curved kind of like so. Okay, we don't want them perfectly straight. Use the strength of your fingers for this. Okay, and then what you're going to do is with this position, you're essentially going to do what would be like an upright row. Imagine you were holding 2 dumbbells, or you were holding a towel, or a pulley or something like that, and you're doing an upright row like this. Well, you're basically going to do the same thing like that, pulling your palms up towards your face. So it goes, okay, there it is, up. Now you can pull this one straight up like an upright row, or you can do it a little bit more like a face pull, where you're pulling it from front towards the back. And this will hit the muscles a little differently. When you do it straight up like this, you're focusing more on the side delt. When you do it more like a face pull, more of your rear delt and your traps. But overall, this is a good shoulder and trap builder, I find. And not only that, but it's definitely good for your finger strength as well. Because your fingers, your ability to maintain this position and grip into the back of your hand is working against these larger muscle groups, okay? And your not just finger strength, but I guess forearm strength as well, because you're having to maintain a rigid position with your forearms and not letting them break. So a lot of stuff happening in here, and it's a really good one, I think. Number 3, everyday isometric. This one we can call it the crusher, I guess. That would be a cool name for it. But this one's going to particularly hit your arms, but it's also just going to give you a kind of squeezy, crushy strength that's really useful for a lot of stuff, particularly if you're into martial arts, grappling martial arts. Okay, the grip we're going to use for this one, you're going to take your thumb and put it in between your pointer finger and your middle finger here. Then you're just going to wrap, and you're just going to wrap, okay? So it's like this, like this. Now, if you don't know grappling, you probably will be new to this grip. If you do know grappling, you may still be new to this grip. It's not a highly used grip. Most people will tend to do, they'll do a gable grip, or they'll do an S grip or something like this. This is a really good grip to learn. So if you're into grappling, definitely experiment with this grip. Okay, and we're going to use this one. Basically, the top hand is pushing down, so the tricep is working there. The bottom hand is pulling up, so the bicep is working there. The hands are squeezing to create a really tight lock, so that's grip work right there. And then you're also pulling your elbows against your sides and back like this, so that you're getting a bit of mid-back working as well, right? So in combination, it's sort of like a, okay, and then you can just rotate to the other one, drop that thumb in the middle, and you're switched. And sometimes your hands make a little fart noise, which is just an added benefit, added bonus, extra points, extra credit, I suppose. Okay, so I really like this one. I do this a lot, like when I'm teaching class or something like that. I'll just walk around and sort of do this. And it makes your hands, your forearms stronger, makes your arms stronger, it makes your squeeze stronger. You know, if you imagine that you're doing like a rear naked choke or something like that, and you can't get this sort of choke, well, you can get to this one, and you know, that's basically, and you want to be pushing down with your arm as well as pushing up with your other arm, so that you're creating something really stable here, right? If you don't have that, and then you're also pulling back, so all three of those things are happening at once. Because if you don't have that, the person who's defending can push your arm up, can pull your arm down. You don't want that. You want it to be stable up and down as you squeeze in and back, right? So a real effective way to train that. And even if you're not into grappling, I mean, it's going to build your arms, it's going to build your guns, boom, right? It's going to build your guns, and it's going to also strengthen your mid-back and all that other kind of stuff. Okay, so there you have it. Those are 3 and anywhere isometrics. Obviously, you need a corner of a wall for one, but there are a lot of corners in the world. And as I said, you can find a counter, you could find just a typical wall, you could find a bar. There's a lot of ways to do it, but basically it's this low to high fly movement. The second one is your upright row with your own interlaced fingers as resistance. Okay, and then the third one being that crusher movement. Really love all 3 of these. I do them all the time. So give them a try, let me know what you think. If you're interested in programs that require really little equipment, a very little time commitment, that are super intense, but will get you great results thanks to that intensity, just check them out below. They're not expensive, and there is a free one, 3-minute muscle, so if you're interested in that, it's right there. Thanks for watching. Go be super!